everyone, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. As you can see, I'm still in my sister's apartment. I'm going to be going back to Chiang Mai soon, and the map is not put up perfectly. In this video, I wanted to speak to you guys about contradictions. INFJs are a mass of contradictions. I've said this before a billion times. It is something that I'm struggling with all the time, because I say one thing and then I realize, oh, I believe in the other opposite extreme as well. I'm here and I'm there. In some ways, it's actually a good thing, because we can see the entire world as it is. We are black and white thinkers, but we can also inculcate all the different opinions of everyone. That's why a lot of people like us, because yeah, I can see your opinion. Oh yeah, but I can see her opinion too. That's the way we work. That's the way our brain works, right? But a lot of us, we have these random contradictions that make us feel sometimes that we're bipolar, make us seem bipolar to the entire universe. Everyone looks at us and thinks, oh my God, does she even know what she's talking about? She's dilly-dallying back and forth, right? For the longest time, for me, it was a source of consternation, because I used to think to myself, I don't know what I'm talking about. I am always changing my mind. I'm going back and forth. And my parents used to always say to me, you need to be more consistent. You have no commitment to any source, any one opinion. You're always going back and forth. You're not strong enough. You're so mentally weak. They would tell me this. I used to believe them. We're not mentally weak, guys. And that's one thing I really want you guys to understand. Because if you're believing that of yourself, we have such a harsh opinion of ourselves. I know that to be true. I don't want you guys to feel that way. We are not mentally weak. It's not that we have contradictions because we don't know what our opinions are. We have a way of looking at the world that we know that there are no absolute truths. There are no absolute truths. Sometimes we can have black and white thinking, but most of the time we realize all of the different opinions that we're looking at can be true at one point in time. That is it gives us our strength. But most of us as INFJs believe it to be our weakness, because we're told by other people that it's our weakness. Stop believing that. It is not our weakness. It's actually one of our strengths. I want to talk about the 10 different contradictions that I've kind of noticed are the major ones for ourselves. There are others, there are billions of others, but these are the 10 that I'm going to speak about in this video. So let me start. The first one that I see a lot of, and it's a really hard one to talk about, is the fact that we want to love, but we also don't want to love, okay? Why is that? We want to be in a relationship. We love people. Not even just relationships like partner style, but also friendships, relationships, all that stuff. We want people. We love people. We also hate people, because people take so much out of us. They take from us. They don't sometimes give back to us. We have to do a door slam. It's complicated. It leads to confrontations. They're so tiresome sometimes. They're annoying. They drag energy from us. They're energy vampires. So we hate people as well. Right? We want love. We want to love people. We want to be around people. But we don't want to be around people either. Major contradiction in us, right? You will notice that within yourself as well. I'm pretty sure you're nodding to this right now if you're an INFJ, because you know this to be true. We go to meet some people and we're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I haven't seen someone in so long, blah, blah. And then we hang out with them like, oh my God, I understand why I don't hang out with people. Oh my goodness, people are annoying, right? Happens to me all the time. Again, it's just one of those contradictions. We just have to go back and forth. We don't have to worry about the fact that we have this contradiction. We just have to listen to the moment. In this moment, I love people, so let me go hang out with people. In that moment, I don't like people. I don't want to be around them. Let me go back into my cave. Go back and forth. It's perfectly fine. This is what being a human being is all about. You go back and forth. We're not robots, guys. We're not automatons. We're not always going to have the same opinion all the time. Be all right with that. Don't berate yourself for it. Don't be mean to yourself for it. It's normal. Okay? That was number 1. Number 2, we want attention and we want to be invisible, right? It's the 2 contradictions that we have. I'm doing these videos. A lot of it is because I want attention, I'm sure. Like I want to share all my learnings and my things, but it's also fun to have all this attention on me. Obviously, we're human beings. Walking down the street, sometimes I want attention. I'm walking around strutting in my beautiful dresses and high heels and all that stuff. Other times, I'm a hermit. I have my hat on, my baseball cap. I'm looking down. I have my sweatpants on. I look like a man. I'm dressed like a man. I don't want anyone to look at me. I want to be in my shell. I don't make eye contact. I don't want attention. I want to be invisible. Those are two moments I have all the time. Sometimes I want attention, lots of it. Sometimes I don't want any attention. Goes back and forth. Depends on hormones as well for me, obviously. Depends on my mood. Depends on how much attention I've had in the past week. Depends on how much interaction with human beings I've had. If I've had very little, then I want more attention. If I've had a lot, then I want to be invisible, right? There's a lot of factors to it. Don't hate yourself for going back and forth. Know what's going on with you, and then just apply that to your world. Make sense? Okay. Third one is we want to be nice all the time. We love people, as I've said. We want to be nice to people. And then we do the door slam and we're mean to people, right? So it's a weird thing because we can be very nice at moments, at time where I'm like, oh my God, I'm the nicest person on this planet. Why am I being so nice? Okay? I'm afraid people are going to take advantage of me, but I'm nice because that moment requires it. And then someone behaves really rudely with me, very irrationally, or they're not being true to me, or they're taking advantage of me. Boom! I become a bitch right at that moment. I can be the worst person on this planet. I can hate you with such passion. I can be so cold to you that you will think that I'm a completely different person. That is what an INFJ does. We go back and forth. That's why we seem bipolar. That's all right. This is our power, guys, because we can take the moment and decide, do I want to be nice right now? Yes, I think I should be nice right now. Do I want to be a mean-ass bitch right now? Yes, I think so. I think that the moment requires this because the person is being rude and I need to put them into their place. Boom! We do it, right? That's our power. That gives us so much power because we're not always nice because, oh, I need to be nice. No, if the moment requires it, we'll do it. If the moment does not, we are not nice. Perfection. That's how it's supposed to be, okay? The fifth one, I think we're at the fifth one, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, fourth one. The fourth one, again, I've said this before, but I'm going to reiterate it. We want relationships, and this is actually love relationships. So we're actually, friendships-wise, we have friends and all that stuff, but a lot of us are single. INFJs are single because we don't like being in a relationship because it takes so much out of us. When we're in a relationship, people basically, we give so much of ourselves. Like, we're so attentive. We give so much to that person, right? We lose ourselves in the moment, right? So we don't like being in a relationship for that exact reason. We love it and we hate it. We love it because we get someone to take care of. We love taking care of people. We hate it because we need to take care of someone. It takes a lot out of us. We can't take care of ourselves because of that. And unless that person really takes care of us as well, we're going to lose ourselves. We're going to burn out. We're going to get tired. We're going to be stressed out. So we both want relationships and we want to be single. So it's like this weird contradiction. I love being single, but sometimes I'm like, well, it'd be nice to be in a relationship. And then I see how much effort it takes and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm single. Oh shit, right? It's a contradiction. It's totally fine. I'm totally fine with this contradiction. I understand that in myself. As long as you understand it, it's all right to have that contradiction. It's only when we don't understand our contradictions is when we get annoyed with ourselves because we're like, but I thought I didn't want to be in a relationship, but I do want to be in a relationship. I thought I didn't want to be in a relationship, but I do want to. That confuses us. Realize that contradiction is a part of the INFJ personality. That's totally fine. In fact, most human beings have contradictions in themselves, right? That's the reason divorces are so common, because they thought they wanted to be in a relationship and then they realized, no. And then they left. And then they're like, I want to be in a relationship. And they get into it. You know what I'm saying? That's normal. It's totally fine. Don't hate yourself for it, okay? That was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just reading 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 4. Okay. Want to be around people and don't want to be around people. Oh man. That is such a brilliant contradiction because it is me to a T. I am around people and I love it. And all of a sudden, there's like a light bulb switches in my head and people notice it too. All of a sudden, I'll be like very chatty, la 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 la, and boom, I'll go into like introverted mode. I'm like, oh my God, how do I get out of here? I need to get out of here right now. The switch switches off very quickly. It goes back and forth really quickly for me and for INFJs in general, introverted people in general. It's like we have this limit of interaction, human interaction, and we do it and we do it and we do it. So we want to be around people at that moment. All of a sudden, though, that switch will go off and we'll have reached our limit and we'll say, shit, okay, I need to get out of this situation as soon as possible. I need to get back home to safety because it's scary here. Not really scary, but scary, right? So we want to be around people at that moment, and then all of a sudden we don't want to be around people. We hate being around people. Instantly, we're like, oh my God, I want to get out of this place. I hate people. Why am I here? Why am I so stupid? Why did I do this to myself? That kind of stuff, right? It's just a contradiction and nothing to worry about. just keep on going with it, all right? And take care of yourself. As soon as that light bulb switches and you need to get away from people, do it. It's totally fine. Nothing to worry about. That's just you giving yourself direction on how to live your life. Absolutely fine, okay? Don't worry about that. The sixth one is that we think we're evil and we also think that we're good, right? We have these two contradictions to ourselves. We think we're evil because we are sometimes. We have evil thoughts. But everyone does, right? Not everyone is completely good all the time. But because we're so harsh on ourselves, so critical of ourselves, we think, oh my God, I'm so evil. I have these horrible thoughts. I think bad things. I'm so horrible. I'm not a good person, blah, 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 right? And then we realize, okay, you know what? I'm not that bad. And we do something really nice and people are like, oh my God, you're such a good person. Thank you for helping me. And you're like, ooh, actually, I think I'm a good person. You know, I'm great. I'm good. So we go back and forth between the two, but very rapidly for an INFJ, it's very common to go back and forth in between those two and several times in the day sometimes. You know, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm so great. I did this. And someone thanked me for it. And then someone will message me and say, oh my God, what did you do? Why did you do that? Or my mom will call and I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a horrible daughter, blah, blah, blah. Why am I so bad? And then someone else will message me. So it just goes back and forth so rapidly. It's a little bit insane. Right? So that's it. Evil and good, we're both. This contradiction is in us forever. Don't even worry about it. That was 6. 4 more. Okay. So we want to take care of things and we don't, right? We want to take care of people and we don't. This is a relationship thing as well, but also things, animals, everything else, like stuff. A lot of INFJs you'll find are minimalists because we get sick and tired of taking care of things. We don't want to own a lot of things because it's so tiring to take care of things. We don't want more things because then we have to go repair it. We have to go take care of it. We have to move it around. Oh my God, so annoying. Same thing with animals. I don't have a pet. I love pets. I love dogs and cats. I don't have one because I have to take care of it. I don't want to take care of it because I know I'll get obsessed with it. And if I had a pet, I would just take care of it like an insane human being. I don't want that. I need my time for myself, right? Same thing with relationships. Same thing with people. Same thing with love relationships. Same thing with our bodies. Same thing with everything. That's the reason I have a very minimalist life, very simplified life, because I know the more things I have, the more people I have, the more animals I have, the more stuff I have, the more I have to take care of it, and the less I have time to take care of myself, right? So that's the reason we have that contradiction, is because if we have a lot of things to take care of, we're not going to take care of ourselves. It's way too much effort. We're not going to do it, guys. So that's why we let go of it. Make sense? Okay. The next one is we want to be a mystery, but we also want to be understood, right? It's a weird contradiction that we have. We are very quirky, and we're also very different, and so we're very mysterious to most people. Most people don't get us. Most people are like, what is wrong with you? Why are you like this, right? For the longest time, I had no words to explain myself. I used to think, oh my God, I must be insane. I thought I had to go to psychotherapy. Maybe I'm a sociopath. I had no idea what was going on there, right? It might seem like sociopaths from the outside, but now that I know myself more, I realize, okay, these are just random quirks that I have. And so the mystery is revealed a little bit, it reveals itself to me a little bit at least. So I can reveal it to other people as well. I'm like, no, this is the reason, that's why I do this. Okay, I'm explaining it to you. This is why I do it. This is how I've always done it, blah, blah, blah. We want to be understood as well, though. Like, we like being a mystery. We like being, unique or rare and all that stuff. It's really cool. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. But in those moments where we're lonely or alone, we want to be understood. And that's the reason this community that I've created with this YouTube channel has been so powerful for some people, because for the first time in their life, they feel understood, right? And that is so important to your INFJs. We want to be understood by a select group of people. We also want to be understood by ourselves. And that's the reason I've taken on this quest for myself, is because I'm so confused by myself sometimes, right? And so I want to understand myself a little bit more. This helps me do that, right? So that's our contradiction. That's all right. That's the way we live in this world. The ninth one is we can be very silly and also really, really serious. I have this silly part to me, and most INFJs do, but most people will never see that silliness of mine. Never. My sister sees it, my brother sees it, my parents sometimes see it, rarely do my friends see it. I'm usually very serious, but I have this silly side to me. And when I am comfortable with someone, when INFJs are comfortable with anyone, we will reveal this silly side of ourselves to you, right? You'll never see it otherwise. We're very silly. In my head, I'm always telling myself jokes. That's why I'm always laughing to myself, because I'm talking to myself. I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny. Oh my God, I'm so hilarious. To myself. And sometimes you might think, no, that's not funny. And I'm like, but it's so funny to me, right? So we're very silly, but we're also very serious about some things that, like when I'm talking about serious, deep matters, I'm like, oh my God, don't take it as a joke. I'm talking about quantum physics for right now. We need to be really serious about this stuff. It's time travel. It's important stuff. Let's just talk about it. Let's get deep into it. So that's a contradiction that we have, right? The last one is a very important one. We love ourselves and we hate ourselves, right? I think it's one of those things where I wish I loved myself more, because a lot of times I spent hating myself more than loving myself. As time goes on, I'm loving myself more and more. When I was a child, I hated myself in every bit of essence of myself. I hated everything about myself. The more I learn about myself, the more I realize, okay, you're not that bad, Shikha. You're all right. You're getting better and better. Even now, though, I have moments where I'm like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. I'm such a douche. I'm such a blah, blah, right? So I have moments like that all the time. We hate ourselves. And then we love ourselves. We want to love ourselves. We have moments where we're like, you know, you're not that bad. You should love yourself more. So we have those contradictions in ourselves. Make sense? I hope this makes sense. So the 10 again, I'm going to repeat are, we want attention, we don't want attention. We want love and we don't want love. We want relationships and we don't want relationships. We want to be nice and we don't want to be nice. We want to be around people and we don't want to be around people. We think we're evil, but we're also really good. We want to take care of things and we don't want to take care of things. We want to be a mystery, but we also want to be understood. We can be silly, but also very serious. Finally, we love ourselves and we hate ourselves. Make sense? I hope it does. Let me know what you guys think about this video. I did it a little bit different this time around. I actually wrote down notes, which I never ever do. It's a little bit weird for me to do that. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your comments, feedback. If you guys have any suggestions for future videos. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye for now.